Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I wasn't asked why I'm convinced. Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. It looks like we are live at 5, rocking and rolling once again. Sorry I'm late. You know, when you're desperate for your computer to fire up and it just won't do it. That's what just happened. But we are live and kicking right now. Ooh, price increase. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, I mean, I want to buy more. And like the higher the price, the less value for money I get. But, you know, the majority of people enjoy number go up. So, anyway, let's jump into it. This is the crypto forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network. So, we have got Bitcoin, 1.1% of the hash rate, Bcrash 1.6, Coolcoin 97.6. Network nodes, same as they ever were since the since the continuation of Bitcoin on November the 15th, 2018, with a new ticker symbol, BSV. Network nodes for Bitcoin 2.3, Bcrash 10.2, Coolcoin 87.6. Transactions, Bitcoin smashing it, almost 70%, 67.7. Transactions on Bcrash below 2%. Absolutely pitiful, considering they had a head start as well. Transactions at Coolcoin hovering around 30% like they normally are. Block size, again, Bitcoin winning. This is 50%, leaving less than 50% for the other two to squabble about. And now let's play spot the biggest block on Bcrash. Here we go. What's it going to be today? Anything over 390, do we think? Oh, can't see anything there. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. What is this going to be? Oh my god, I can't even see a block that's above 200. Right, let's pick a random number here. 173. Anything above that? Oh my goodness. Is that it? Seriously? 160? Oh my god. That's the biggest block on Bcrash. 173 kilobytes. Oh my goodness me. 0.1 of a megabyte. Don't even bother having to look at Coolcoin because they've got a 1 megabyte restriction, which is absolutely hilarious because it just doesn't work. It's like, oh yeah, but it's not meant to work. All right then. So let's see what we've got on Bitcoin here. Tau, a 10 megabyte block. Mempool, Norpool, chomping at the bit with a 16 megabyte block. Any others unknown? 5.6, 5.5 by Tau. Oh, you know, that's all right. I mean, this is so funny when we see like, you know, a 16 megabyte block. You know, Bcrash can't get anywhere near it, and neither can Corecoin, and yet none of these shitcoiners like appreciate this. They're like, well, what's that? You know, I don't really care about anything except the price. Like, no fundamental understanding whatsoever, as I keep banging on about like a broken record. But it makes me laugh because I'm an investor, so I can laugh because the others are fools. You know, as B.A. Baracus would say, I pity the fool. So we got Bitcoin hash rate by network. Yeah, you know, again, hash rate means absolutely jack diddly squat. But, you know, it's just some figure to look at because it shows investment in the network, which is backed by the price. And the price will soon follow fundamental value. And as Corecoin doesn't have any, we know what's going to happen. Bitcoin proof of work by network since 1st of August 2017. Yeah, the other two are going to stop. Bcrash versus Bitcoin hash rate. Bitcoin versus Bcrash. Proof of work by network. Oh, look at that. It's only 6,763 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Corecoin. It's currently 1.5% more profitable to mine on Bcrash and 3.7% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin than Corecoin. Corecoin can do one. So we've got daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Ooh, Bitcoin just ahead by a whisker there. Transactions by network, Bitcoin winning. Transaction per block, Bitcoin winning. Fees USD, Bitcoin smashing it. Fees Satoshis, Bitcoin will be smashing it. Block reward ratio, again, that will come with time and price, which follows value. Growth, Bitcoin growth by network, Bcrash. Non-launching, shall we say. Global hash rate, 7 days. Pooling, macking it this week. F2 pool and pooling. Are they maybe related? Yeah. Binance is up there this week, followed by Ampool. The two biggest shitcoin enterprises that I'm aware of, although I have suspicions about BTC.com as well. I mean, I think they're just massively confused. I mean, like, you know, Huobi, you know, and via BTC still mines Bcrash, and yeah, you know, I mean, they just don't know. It amazes me, really. It just goes to show you that the information that I give out on this show is worth billions. Billions. And you lucky listeners, all, you know, 40 of you that watch my show, understand this. So, you know, we'll have to have a drink one day when we're all billionaires. Fine by me. Rounds on me as well, you know. And I'll close it off at the 40 VIPs. And that's it. No more. 40 of the original watchers is what we'll have. So let's just have a look at the other chains. Okay, hash rate 24 hours. Ampool and Binance turning up the heat. Pushing pooling down to 4th and BTC.com down to 6th. This is Corecoin mining. All right, so Ampool and Binance turned it up. Pushing pooling down to 4th. BTC.com down is 8th. There's a 4, 5, 6, 7th. Sorry about that. Bcrash. What the fuck? BTC.top. Macking it hard there, 30%. Ampool. I mean, I don't know why they're on this chain. It's such a bag of shit. Lack of understanding. I mean, it's such a waste of energy as well. I mean, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. I mean, imagine how many genuine Bitcoin they could have if they actually put their hash rate on Bitcoin. You know, I mean, especially with the price that it's at the moment and the lack of hash rate. I mean, my God, talk about missing out on a trick. Jeepers. But right, here we go. So we got Hathor macking it hard on Bitcoin, keeping all the shitcoin enterprises off of the chain. Huobi 18.7, Tau 15.2, Mempool, Norpool 9%, and we got SVPoolBTC.com via BTC on there. Let's just have a quick look at the small blocks on the network. There was Hathor. Yeah, quite a quite a few empty blocks mined. Right, cool. So now that we've done that, let's have a quick look at Bitcoin blocks live. So I'm conscious of the fact that I may get lots of newbies tuning in soon. You go, what is this thing? What have we missed? Well, let me just explain to you. Right. So see all these candles at the bottom. These represent blocks and their block sizes. And if you can see down the bottom here, this thing where the cursor is, that moves as I move my mouse across. So if we, for example, hover over this 16 megabyte block, the details in the slightly lit up rectangular box below it has got in it. It's got the hash number of the box. It's got the block height. It's got who it was mined by, the size, so that was a 16.3, the time and date that it was mined, the transaction count, and then it's got total fees. And total fees in that one equal $12.12. Now, the miner who mined that gets that $12.12 along with the block reward, which is currently the 6.25 Bitcoin that come with it. So the block size halves every 210,000 blocks. So in order to counteract the block reward halving, the fees need to go up. So that's why there are fees in the block. And this is why when the block reward gets cut in half, the subsidy, as in like the total transaction fees, have to be there. But miners are purposely trying, and in terms of what gives the chain value, it's speed, cost, and scale. Speed is obviously the speed of the transaction. Cost is obviously the lower the cost. And then the scale, which is like the volume of transactions. So miners themselves are constantly trying to make the network more valuable by reducing the costs of transactions, because that makes more people, as in like use it, and attracts more people to the network. So whereas BTC were just like, actually, you know what, we want higher fees, and that's great, because basically they're trying to destroy the chain, because they're relying on the fact that people are just like, well, we don't care about the block size, we don't get that anyway, that's just the miners' job, and the miners can sort that out themselves. Well, they can't. The miners will not be able to economically sustain the network when the block reward keeps happening, which it does, and then there are not enough fees on the network to support them. Andres Antonopoulos knows this, which is why when Laura Shin pressed him on it, he said it doesn't matter what happens in the future, what matters is now. And the answer is yes, there is enough incentive to invest now. But she was just like, well, what about the future? Is this not meant to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash system where people are going out and buying their coffee? I mean, how is this only reserved for people who've got like $1 million in the bank? And that's, unfortunately, she had a fly buzzing around her head at the time. So kind of like the significance of what she was asking was kind of, lost in the fact that she was trying to swat this fly from her face. But that's what happened. It's outrageous. If ever I got, if ever I was at a conference and I saw Andreas Antonopoulos on stage, I would hit him with that question right between the eyes. Straight out. What's going to happen then? Dirt. Like Durka. It's like, yeah, mate, whatever. Absolute fraud. Total fraud. Well, he's not even a fraud. He's a scumbag. Yeah, absolute scumbag. He knows it. So he's just like, yeah, don't worry about the future. Just think about that today. Because he's been paid off, by those who want him to say it. It's outrageous. But for any of the newbies, this top line, these are the transactions being broadcast to the network, as in being picked up by the nodes. Once they're picked up by the nodes, they are then chucked into the meme pool, which is here. And then after 10 minutes of being in the meme pool, they are then loaded into these blocks and placed on the blockchain, where they will be forever. And that's how it works. So you're welcome. Let's just have a quick look at these wallets then, live wallets. This is another chart we're going to look at on a regular basis. Bitcoin info charts is what you need. And again, we have the rich list up here, so you can see like how many Bitcoin are in each wallet and how many wallets exist with each Bitcoin in it. But we're just going to go to Bitcoin charts here and look at active addresses, because we are all about the utility. So we'll take Bcrush out because that's an absolute piece of shit. Put Ethereum back in there. Go over 3 months. Oh, that's all right. Nice little rise there. So currently 272,000 active addresses. You know, it could be on Vivo or another application that's being done. But just to compare the number of wallets there, we will add Bcrash now. Let's have a look at this. And there is Bcrash down the bottom. You know, and all the other shit coins are with him. You know, there's like Litecoin is matching them, Ethereum Classic is matching them, Dogecoin is matching them. I mean, literally, there's just no comparison whatsoever. You know, and to be honest with you, we know that it's only going to be Bitcoin anyway, which is BSV. You know, Ethereum's going to fold, BTC's going to fold. I mean, it's all coming. It's all coming. So, yeah, there we go. Let's have a look at the shitcoin market now, shall we? Here we go. Rock and roll. See what's going on here. So, a bit of a sea of green today. I mean, upsy downsies. It's just shitcoiners doing their thing. There's no fundamental value in any of this, really, to be honest. But let's have a look at Corecoin. Oh, Corecoin up. See, look. All those shitcoiners are going to be... you know, happy about this, but oh, see, look, I mean, down on the week, and it goes up, and then it goes down. It's going nowhere. There's no new money coming into the market, and there's no incentive for the new money apart from FOMO, you know, which is like Michael Saylor and all those other douchebags, just you know, telling people to come in because store of value bollocks. It's just so ridiculous. But yeah, there we go. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, because it's the only coin that's got any fundamental value or whatsoever. Right, yeah, so it just looks like it's gone up there. So, oh, it touched below $160. That's your buy zone. And it shot up to 171, and now we're back down there. But, you know, this is the difference between hodlers. So hodlers buy one hodl pot and they just leave it. If you're an investor, like me, I buy on regular occasions when I have money coming in because I'm not a dole waller. I have a job. I have an income. So when that income comes in, I then buy more. Because if I just simply leave it in fiat, it's guaranteed to lose at least, what? Well, it loses inflation. You know, and usually when times are good, government tries to keep inflation to sort of like 2 to 3%. But because they've got, all the governments have got their basically one arm tied behind their back since the last financial crisis back in 2008. And now we've got another one. Yeah, and they've done all this quantitative easing. You know, inflation's going to be through the roof very soon. And as we saw, you know, they're already predicting like some of the worst recessions for like 300 years on the way. Just no one's feeling it at the moment because everyone's getting handouts, you know, from the socialist government saying, oh, you know, stay behind your homes, yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, don't look at us, don't look at us. You know, pandemic, panic, oh my God. Nothing to do with the central bank printing loads of shit. The fact that, you know, all the economy's going down the pan. It's just so ridiculous when you really think about it. But yeah, there we go. Reliantico is likely to owe Ang damages in the millions. Rightly so. Absolute scoundrels. Scumbags. Total scumbags. Right. So I'm just going to find this clip on YouTube. So we'll tell you what. We'll just close that for a second. Or close the coin crap. Let's go onto YouTube. And we'll type in Craig Tokyo 2017. All right, here we go. Craig Tokyo 2017. Go. Oh, it's my own video. Ha! Great stuff. Right, we'll play that then. So, if you hear my introduction, in fact, my introduction will be here. I wonder if YouTube would ban my video for playing my own videos. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all if they did that. Here we go. See if we can find it then, shall we? Ooh. Look at that. Proof of work, ladies and gentlemen. Proof of work. Right there. All right, yeah. The intro. Let's play this then. Got it. Yeah. Right, here we go. Yeah, we're actually going to play this now. Great stuff. Like, hello. Like, seriously? He signed in my presence using the private key from block 1, the very first mined Bitcoin block. I wonder who would be able to do that apart from the guy that created it, Satoshi Nakamoto. Credibility. Boom! I mean, honestly,
Chain
380 gigabyte blocks, 1 million transactions a second. So now we actually have transactions. So we know that, well, they tested transactions up to 20 megabytes, and the deep space field image was an image that was a 20 megabyte image. So that amount of data in one transaction can now control operating systems. I mean, it's a phenomenal system. There we go. Bitcoin is coming for everything. That is all of global commerce. The whole world times about 50 that it can handle. It's phenomenal. And the reason they can scale that those transactions 1,000 times is because they have payment channels between that. But I edited that bit out. Check it out. All derivatives. All derivatives. The derivatives market is estimated to be between 800 trillion and $1 quadrillion. All derivatives. All of it. That's what I'm saying. It's everything. The entire world running. Now listen to this. Is that global e-commerce, which is currently $29 trillion, which means the question was like indirectly, will Bitcoin have a market cap of $29 trillion? And that puts Bitcoin at $4 million each, roughly. Now listen to this.
No, that's too small.
No, that's too small. A market cap of $29 trillion is too small. So that's $4 million per BSV out the window. Out the window. That is too small. Right, now let's go back. Have a listen to this. Here we go. Let's play this one. That is what we spend money for. Very simple. I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want Bitcoin to be worth millions per Bitcoin. And $4 million per Bitcoin is too small. And we can have all derivatives. People asking me where I'm getting my $40 million, estimation from. I pick all these things up. It is coming. So that should enable you to sleep well tonight. I've just seen I've been going for 58 minutes. Hope you've all enjoyed the show so far. Let's just keep that image up there while we ding a dong. Oh, and there we go. I think that's everyone. Right then, peeps. So on that note, I hope you've enjoyed the show. And as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Same time tomorrow. Catch you later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity for just 20 cents. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below. Bitcoin, one world, one chain.
Yeah! One vision.